Good day doodlers, welcome to Draw Cartoons. I got requested to do a tutorial covering how to draw hands holding objects. This is a little advanced, but I know my subscribers can handle it. Thanks to your boy Mark for the suggestion. If there's something you'd like me to draw too, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you watch the whole video today because you'll definitely learn something new. You're going to need a pencil, paper, an eraser and a Sharpie to go over your sketch with. Let's go! Let's get started. But first, if you want to learn to draw the fast and easy way, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. Let's begin. So as you can see, we have 5 examples of objects that our hands are going to be holding, and we're going to be starting from the left and working our way around to the basketball last. So skip ahead in the video. If there's any of these objects that you're quite confident with, you can obviously skip them and go straight to the basketball, for example. So yeah, I'm going to start with the left. So here we've got a nice little sword that I've drawn in advance of this tutorial, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw the hand holding it. Now, where's the hand going to be holding it? It's not going to be holding it on the blade. That's going to hurt a lot. It's going to be holding it here, okay? So this is what I like to do first. I like to draw very, very faintly with a pencil. I always do things very faintly with a pencil first, so I have to kind of get an idea of what I'm doing before I just kind of wing it and go for it. I like to draw a box around where my character's hand is going to be. So that box, I'm going to draw the hand pretty much within that box. So because this is the what I mean by front, I'm going to be drawing the palm side of the hand, not the back of the hand. That's going to come here, that's going to come next. I'm going to draw the palm side of the hand. So to do that, I'm going to start with a thumb. I always think it's much easier to start with a thumb because that's the most difficult thing to shape right. So to do that, once you've drawn your box, start about here and just draw a curve that touches the edge of the box but comes back towards the sword like that. So I started kind of in space here and curved back towards the handle. Now this bit's a little bit tricky. This is going to take you probably many tries, lots of practice, but this is how I do it. So we're going to start actually drawing the thumb because this is part of the palm. So from here I'm going to draw a shape of a thumb that curves across the object, and we draw a nice kind of curve for the thumb coming back on itself in the palm there. So we've got this thumb kind of clasped at a weird angle across the object. Alright, so now that we've got the thumb drawn in, we can draw the fingers because the thumb rests on top of the fingers. The fingers are really kind of supporting the object. If you hold your pencil now, your pen, whatever you're holding, hold it in your hand now and look at the way your hand grasps it. So can you see that your thumb is at this kind of diagonal shape over your fingers? It's just kind of resting over your fingers. So that's why we draw the thumb first. It's trickier and it definitely needs to come first because it goes over the fingers. So speaking of the fingers, we'll draw those in now. So I'll start here off the edge of this part of the handle, and I'm going to curve it round and just bring it right in against the thumb there. And then there's going to be lots of overlapping here because it is a sketch. And then just going to draw a small line here. And we can see this almost like 3D effect going on where this is the back of the finger and it's curving around to rest underneath the thumb, and this line here is the other side of that finger just kind of going underneath that thumb. So now I'll just draw the other 2 fingers. We're only going to draw 3 because it's a cartoon and we don't have to draw 4 if we don't want to. So just another couple of curves like this. One there, okay, and then one last one smaller than the others because your pinky finger is the smallest of your fingers. So I'm just going to draw it a little bit smaller, and it's just resting on the handle there. Now how far along you draw these fingers depends on how thick the object is. So this handle, it's fairly thick compared to the hand that I've drawn, but if you're not happy with the fingers just kind of resting on it like that, you don't have to have them there. You can kind of go whole hog with it. So if I just rub those out, there we go, just going to erase just for the sake of showing you. Let me close in my box again. So say I actually wanted these fingers to go a little bit further because the handle of this sword isn't as thick for the hand to hold. So I'm just going to go a little further. It really is as simple as that. I'm going to go around until I reach the other end of this object like that. And then the pinky finger is again just going to kind of close off there. I need to make sure that's definitely smaller than the other 2 fingers. And to close this off, we can just kind of draw the bottom of the palm, make sure it meets with that curve there, and then you can draw your arm coming away here really, or whatever else you want to draw, maybe an octopus tentacle or something, kind of squiggly arm or something, whatever you want to draw there. But yeah, the point there was to kind of show you, depending on how far along the object the fingers come, like this, that kind of demonstrates how thick the object is that the character's holding. So the fingers end like up here somewhere, here. That means that's a really, really wide handle on that sword. So keep that in mind when you're drawing your character holding a really big object or a really, really small object. So a pencil, the fingers would be this far along, or a big sword like that, maybe the fingers would be up here. So experiment with that. Now you'll probably be pleased to know, we're moving on to the back now. This is going to be a bit easier. You don't have to worry about the finger length or anything in this one, or the thumb for that matter. So again, I'm just going to start with my box, so I know exactly where I'm going to place the hand. And I am going to start with the thumb, but this time, just going to draw a curve along my box like that, and I'm just going to end there at the handle, because the thumb is going to be on the other side of that handle, so I can't see the thumb now. So as for the fingers, I'm going to start here, I'm going to cut across the handle like this, just a small line, and then I'm going to start at the end of my box and curve it around 3 times for each finger like this. One small curve there, one here, and then one last one, and just round it off to finish the hand like that. You may want to draw the arm here or something if you want to carry on and draw the rest of a character or something, but straight away we can see the back of a character's hand. So that was much easier. We haven't had to worry about the shapes of the fingers or anything. It started quite difficult, but if you can get the hang of that, you can definitely get the hang of that. So yeah, straight away, nice easy kind of way to draw the back of a hand holding something. So if you want to stay within your comfort zone, it's probably easier to draw things like that, but if your character's facing us, you're usually going to have to draw this, and the more you kind of throw yourself in the deep end and practice, the easier that's going to get. So let's move on to a flat object now. Now this is a bit easier. I say that, but it's certainly easier than the sword, but it still takes practice. So this one, you don't really have to draw a box for this one, but I'm going to anyway, just because I like to kind of plan ahead. So again, just going to draw a box indicating where I want my hand to be. I want it to be holding the letter like this, like it's about to hand it to someone. Hand it to someone? See what I did there? Anyway, so we're going to draw a curve just like the other ones, like this, and we're going to come right up into the letter like this, and curve it into a thumb that curves back down towards the palm. We'll draw a small curve like this. If you hold a letter in your hand now, or a DVD case or something like that, if you hold it and see the way your thumb kind of comes back into this bump here in your palm, that's what we've just drawn. Okay, so, and now we're not actually going to be able to see the fingers because they're resting behind the letter. So this drawing is actually pretty much already done. All we have to do is just kind of curve this in to draw the rest of the palm, maybe the arm here or something. But really, when you're holding a letter like that, or drawing a character holding a letter, it really can be as simple as just drawing a thumb across it, just kind of resting on it like this. So now for the back of someone's hand, again, I'm going to start the same way. You just draw a box in. I always like to plan ahead with these little guidelines. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know I do this in every video. I think it really, really helps when you're drawing pretty much anything. So we're going to start this pretty much the same way we started this one. We're going to curve in, and we're going to rest it against the end of our object. Don't go in. Don't go in here. No need to do that, because we're not going to see the thumb, because the thumb is behind the object. So only get that far, and then from here you can come inwards, and we'll just draw 3 fingers. 1, 2, and 3. And we'll just bring it back to the end of the hand where the wrist is, and we'll just carry that on into an arm or something like that. Whatever you want to be at the end of your hand, it's up to you, really, it's your drawing. But yeah, really, again, quite simple. You just draw that thumb tucking in behind the object, and then you just kind of leave that there, and you just carry this on into 3 or 4 or however many fingers you want to draw, just kind of gently clasped, all kind of straight lines, just resting on the object like that. Nice and simple way to draw a hand holding a very flat object. So unlike the sword, because see how these fingers are a lot shorter because they're curving around the sword like that, right? But there's none of that needed here because it's a flat object, so all the fingers are just kind of flatly placed on it like that. So that's why that was so much easier. Now finally, for a round object, it's not very often you'll probably find yourself drawing a character holding a round object, but you might do. Maybe they're holding the bottom of a goblet or a basketball or tennis ball, just something round. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. So again, I'm going to draw a box, but this box isn't a box as you know it. It is, I'm going to curve it like this. Right? So it forms this kind of like U shape. It's not really a U shape, I guess. It's more like a... I don't really know what it is. I guess it's more like a square that's been kind of like squished down like that, and it's just kind of kept curved up at the edges. So once you've drawn that, we can actually start adding the fingers in. But before you do that, I recommend that you decide where you want your thumb to be. And where your thumb will be either here or here, and that basically says which hand your character is holding this object in. So just for the sake of argument, I'm going to place my thumb here, and doing that, it's just a small semicircle resting on the end of the basketball, just like that. So I recommend that you draw your middle of the 3 fingers first, if you are drawing 3 fingers. If you're drawing 4, you might want to start with the middle 2 like this and work outwards. But for now, I'm just going to draw one big one in the middle, right there, like that. So I would recommend that you draw the finger a bit further into the basketball than it is off it. Can you see the size difference between this, if I colour that in, and this? There's only a little bit on that side, but on this side there's a bit more. And it just, if you were to draw that the other way around, it wouldn't really look too much like they're holding it very securely. But because this finger's quite sunk into the object, it looks like, yeah, the character's got quite a good kind of purchase on that. So again, another kind of finger here, just kind of resting off the edge of the object, but really kind of dipping in. And then one more on this side. And there you go. I've probably drawn my middle finger here a bit too big, actually, but that's alright. When I go over it with my Sharpie later, I'll keep in mind, oh yeah, don't quite follow that. We want it to be a little bit smaller, like that. So even experienced cartoonists like myself make all kinds of little mistakes in the sketching phase. That's what it's all about. That's why we sketch first. So yeah, so we have 5 examples for you there. We've got the palm of the hand holding an object, back of the hand, flat object, front and back, and we've got a round object, and it's just kind of cradled in the hand. The hand's kind of grasping it from underneath and just kind of holding it up. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much for tuning into the channel once again, and welcome to any new viewers. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. If you do draw any of your hands yourself, I'd love to see them in the Discord channel. Please throw them in there. I'd love to see them as soon as you've done drawing them. But yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you next time.